Greetings, golf addicts and wine enthusiasts, and welcome to this week's edition of the Fantasy Golf Sommelier. This is the first one in 2023. So excited to have you with me. Now, of course, I'm going to give you my plays of the week. All right. We got the $10 wine special. We got the Boone's Farm fade of the week. We got the pop the cork play that I know everybody loves. Okay. But we got to talk wine. All right. Because that's what the Fantasy Golf Sommelier does. But I'm happy to have you here with me. All right. What wine are we talking about while we talk about our plays? Well, we're drinking wine from the Bordeaux region, okay? You know why I'm drinking wine from this region? Napa's out, folks, all right? Bordeaux is in, Napa's out, okay? Now, look, I know everybody loves some Napa wines, and I'm not hating on Napa wines, but now we're going to try some Bordeaux this year, okay? Bordeaux is in, all right? It's a big wine region, by the way, probably almost double the size of Napa. But you know what? I don't tend to really drink a whole lot of wines from France, and I need to get into it, okay? I need to broaden my horizons, go across the seas, the oceans, the Sargasso Sea, into France, into the Bordeaux region. Anyway, all right, let's start with the plays of the week, all right? Let's start with my first play, and that's the $10 wine special, okay? Here's something I want to tell you about how this is going to go this year, all right? It's not going to be just DraftKings plays, all right? It could be bets in here. It could be a prize picks play. It could be anything. I can do whatever I want to do, whatever the sommelier, the FGS wants to do with his plays. It does not have to be DraftKings DFS. It doesn't have to be a bet. It doesn't have to be prize picks. It can be whatever I want. And I'm going to start with a DraftKings play and a bet, okay? And that is JT Poston. He's 130 to 1 to win, by the way. 130 to 1 to win. And his DraftKings price is 7,300. That's why he's the wine special, the $10 wine special. I could think he can bring a ton of value. You go in there, you go to the bottom shelf, go down to that low 7K range, grab you out some JT Poston, pour him in a glass in your lineup, and he could be a winner for you. He can make you some money, and maybe just throw 130 to 1 little small bet on him, okay? But here's why I like JT Poston, a lot of things for you, okay? First off, he's got great course history here. Last 4 times he's played here, which is 4 straight years, he's never missed the cut, all right? Never finished outside the top 40, I believe, and he's got a top 15 finish in there. He's got 3 top 30 finishes in there. That's pretty good, okay? He's also checking a lot of boxes. You look at ball striking, definitely checks the boxes there. You look at approach, I like that. He's a great putter. He's a great scrambler. He doesn't get himself into a whole lot of trouble off the tee. Love that here on this course. So JT Poston is going to be the $10 wine special. All right, so let's get into some 2023 wine trends, some things we're looking at. Number one wine trend that you're going to see in 2023, kind of continuing from 2022, all right? And that is the fact that the bubbly sparkling wine is popular, all right? It's not just for special occasions anymore. People like to drink some sparkling wine whenever. They might want to have a little sparkling wine before they tee off. I don't know. Mix it with some orange juice. Do things like that. Sparkling wine is in, and it continues to be. And you know what? I have heard this. I read this actually, that it's cutting into beer sales tremendously. Okay. That says something. People are into the bubbly. They like it. All right. Now, let me get a little sip of wine here. Yeah, that's good. A lot of violet in here. A lot of violet, some leather accents, okay? When it touches the mouth. It's a very young wine. By the way, this one is, it's a red wine that's very light. And I think when you have a light red wine, I don't mind chilling it a little bit, okay? Just throw it in the refrigerator for a minute. You don't need to have it sitting in the fridge like for a week. But maybe, an hour before you're going to drink it, throw it in the fridge. It really adds to the taste. You do want to aerate this one, though. You want to open up the cork, let it breathe a little bit. So good. I'm going to finish this damn wine before I even finish this show. And that's never good because I didn't bring the bottle up with me. What the hell am I thinking? I'm a rookie already, and this is the first FGS of the year. All right, let's get into the next play. We're going to talk about the Boone's Farm fade of the week. If you know Boone's Farm, it's a very crappy wine. I don't even think it really should be considered wine, but I think they claim to be wine, and it's not very good. All right, so this is going to be a fade of the week for me. This could be DraftKings fade. This could be a bet I don't like, I think you avoid, or it could be on Prize Picks, something where I think the guy's just not going to perform, or he's going to hit the under. If, in this case, Billy Horschel. How about this? Billy Horschel, I'm going to take him the under 9.5 fairways hit, okay? I don't think he's going to perform well on the fairways, okay? So that's why he's a fade, all right? Now, if this were a scoring prop, I may say, hey, you know what? If it's at 72, I'm going to take the over. I think he's going to suck. He's going over 72. So either way, that's what this fade is going to be when it comes to Prize Picks, all right? So Billy Horschel under 9.5 fairways hit. Let's talk about why that is, all right? A few stats for you. In 2022, the average amount of fairways that were hit in this tournament was 8.36. In 2021, it was 8.92. In 2020, it was 8.75. All right. So all of those are less than 9 fairways. All right. Now, so the odds are already in our favor a little bit here. Billy Horschel is at 9.5. All right. So the trends say that on average, he's probably going to be under 9.5 anyway. But I don't even understand why he's 9.5. I could see other guys in this field. All right. Kevin Kisner, Corey Connors, some of these other guys that just hit a lot of fairways. I don't know, Brendan Todd, somebody like that. They hit a ton of fairways. Billy Horschel actually doesn't rank all that high when it comes to hitting fairways. He is 80th in this field over his last 24 rounds in fairways gained. So of all the guys that Prize Picks has at 9.5, which is the highest number they have, I don't understand how Billy Horschel fits in here. I feel like there's a little edge. Now, that could also be there's also a part of me that's like, what the hell do they know that I don't? Because I don't even understand. It makes no sense why he would be at 9.5 fairways, but he is. I think you take the under there. We'll just take it just because of the pure averages that we're getting every single year. These guys these fairways, they're relatively easy to hit, but they can bomb it off the tee. There's not a whole lot of trouble. So they're going to be hitting drivers a lot, which means they're not going to be quite as accurate off the tee. I think you take the under here. I love it. All right, let's talk about some more 2023 wine trends that I'm seeing, that I'm looking forward to this year. All right, we talked about the bubbly as the last one. Well, kind of continuing with that theme, Franciacorta, which is an Italian sparkling wine, is very popular now. Prosecco is one of those Italian sparkling wines that everybody likes to talk about. Well, Franciacorta is sort of a newer one that everybody's getting into. I think you need to check it out. If you want to try some bubbly, because you want to be popular in 2023, then you go check out some Franciacorta. All right. Good sparkling wine. Maybe you mix it with some things. Northern Italy, by the way, is the region that we're talking about there. All right. Now, another sip of wine. Before I get into the cork play of the week, I want to thank you for listening to the Fantasy Golf Sommelier. I would like to invite you to like this video, okay? To comment on this video. Again, I always like to, at the beginning of the year, the first one, give me some things you're looking forward to in 2023 for wine, all right? If you're getting into wine, maybe some things you want to try, maybe some things you want to learn about wine, that kind of stuff. Just tell me, in 2023, what are your wine goals? I want to know some goals that you got for 2023. What things are you looking forward to and all of that? All right, let's go with another trend here, by the way, in 2023, before I get into the Pop the Cork play of the week, which I love the Pop the Cork play of the week. All right, so 2023 wine trends. The third one that I think you're going to see a lot is a lot of innovation when it comes to wine. I think you're going to, so when you get times like this, Potentially a recession, maybe not. Economists go either way, whether or not we're in one or going into one, how long it will be, things like that. We don't know. But in times like this, I think you see a little more innovation, especially from a cost-effective standpoint, all right? So I want to see where they're going to go with some wines. Are we going to see some new things out there, some new blends, some creativity? This is a time for creativity in 2023. I'm excited to see what winemakers are going to come up with, all right? New ways to do things, all right? Bottling can get expensive, all right? Corking can get expensive, inflation, all kinds of stuff. You know what? There's going to be some new things I think that come out with wine this year that I'm looking forward to seeing. All right. Now, maybe not canned wine, which I've yet to have a good one, but I hear there's going to be some good ones coming down the line. Boxed wine, I hear there's going to be some good boxed wine if you're into that. I don't know. Innovation is the key this year. I think you're going to see a lot of that with wine, and then how they make wine, new ways to do it, new ways to process it, new ways to make a really good wine that's probably going to be a little bit cheaper. We like that, right? We like a really good wine that's a little bit cheaper. So I'm excited to see innovation for wine in 2023. All right, let's finish it up with the pop the cork play of the week. I'm a big fan of this. I don't hear anybody talking about Shane Lowry. I loved Shane Lowry last year. He came so close, so close, so close to being an outright winner for me on a lot of bets, but he never hit. He never hit. So guess what? Going back for more. Going to do it again with Shane Lowry. He's 8,200 on DraftKings. He's looking to be around like 7-8% as far as ownership. I like that for Shane Lowry. Nobody's talking about him. He's got a great skill set, though, for this course, okay? You look at Shane Lowry, all right? Top 15 in approach. Top 10 in opportunities gained, which is a scoring stat we like to look at on Fantasy National. You got to score this week, okay? All right? Great ball striker, top 10 in the field there. Good putter, good scrambler. Bogey avoidance, doesn't really get himself in a whole lot of trouble either. All of these things are really pointing in Shane Lowry's favor, other than the fact that he doesn't have a whole lot of experience on this course, okay? Fine. Whatever. He is a good enough player to be able to do well in an elevated event like we have with this great field. And I want to have him at low ownership. I like the fact that nobody's talking about him, okay? He has at least played here before in the last 5 or 6 years. He made the cut, finished like 65th or something. I don't care. So he does have a little bit of experience here. So Shane Lowry at 8,200, I think is a fantastic play. He is going to be the pop the cork play of the week for the Fantasy Golf Sommelier. All right. May your screens be green. May your wine be the best you've ever had is when it touches your lips. And may all your bets win, your props for the Super Bowl, whatever else it is. I'll be back next week. So here's, by the way, the schedule for the Fantasy Golf Sommelier. I'll always be doing elevated events and majors. I may throw in a few others. I got some surprises this year I can't wait to bring to you. So stay tuned for the next episode of the Fantasy Golf Sommelier, which is going to be next week, by the way, because we got another elevated event. And that is all I got. Good luck. See ya. Out. Boom.